It's Fast Talk. PRN gets its second crack at calling live action as we go down to Atlanta Motor Speedway in beautiful Hampton, Georgia. It is a great speedway. It's a lot of fun. We talked a lot about that in the last. That'll be coming up this coming weekend. We'll have the qualifying action and practice. We'll take a break for the trucks, and then we'll come back and have Xfinity on Saturday, March 18th. And on the 19th, the Ambetter 400. Yes, I got that right. It's 400 miles.
Is there any significance to Friday?
It's St. Patrick's Day.
And anything else?
It could be.
It's a big day.
I'm making another trip around the sun here, so looking forward to that. Yeah.
Rice Man's birthday. So if you're out there, send Doug a tweet on Friday wishing him a happy birthday.
Thank you, guys. Having been a St. Patrick's Day baby, a lot of green birthday cakes.
Yeah.
And as you grow older, that's evolved into green beer for the most part, which is just disgusting.
Well, you can't taste it.
No, you can't taste it.
But it does look a little funky.
It's a little offsetting. So anyway, thank you. Thanks for pointing that out. All right, Kent Bernhardt, what's coming up next?
It's time for another edition of Green Flag, Black Flag.
Oh, yeah, we love it. America's favorite game show. Here we go. We're going to read some statements carefully prepared by intelligent people and delivered to us at 3 o'clock this morning in a plain, unmarked van by a man named Guido. I'll read these statements. If our panel agrees with them, they give it a green flag. David Stiles gives it this. Yeah. And if they disagree, it's a black flag. And we hear. If you don't know, we got that? No. Okay.
No, you must
these
know
people
today.
know. These people know.
You must know.
All right, we're going to start with Doug Rice on this one. Hendrick Motorsports will win 10 races this year. Doug Rice?
Well, they've already got 2, and that's William Byron. I figure Larson's good for about 3. Josh Berry may get 1. Chase Elliott comes back. He could get a couple.
But 10?
10, yeah, I think I'm going to say yes, green flag. They can get 10.
All right, Alexis.
Yeah, you know what? My gut is telling me to agree with Doug, and I always go with my gut, so I'm going to say yes. But that is a tall order. But I do think if there's any organization out there right now that can get it done, it's them.
Brad, 10?
That is 2.5 wins on average per driver at Hendrick. And I'm going to say that's a too tall order. Black flag.
Ooh.
All right.
Brad just likes disagreeing with him.
There you go,
I had to be
Brad.
different.
Way to go.
I had a feeling. All right, let's go to Alexis on this one. This year's St. Patrick's Day pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is 400 miles in Atlanta.
Yes. 400 miles. If you remember last year, this race was 500. So, yes, the real pot of gold that everybody's getting this weekend at the end of the rainbow is 400 miles at Atlanta. I think, obviously that race is, we just talked about it, it's going to be action-packed, and putting it into 400 miles is going to make it even more so. So, green flag.
All right. What you thinking, Brad?
Oh, green flag all the way. And not only is it 400 miles in Atlanta, we get 400 miles at Texas. So I think outside of, the Daytona 500, the Coca-Cola 600, the Southern 500, about the only outlier there, Talladega, 400 miles is a good number.
Yeah, so somebody's been listening to us, right, on the show.
That's right. Yes.
For years.
That's right. They're listening.
Doug Rice.
Pot of gold. It's magically delicious. Yes, 400 miles is great. That works out really nice. And it's odd because I actually emceed the presser to announce that Ambetter was going to sponsor it. Mm-hmm. And initially, it was 500 miles. So somewhere between the end of last year and the start of this year, they decided maybe less is more.
Yeah.
Good call.
Good call.
All right, Brad Gillie, we cranked this one up for you here. Chase Elliott can take his time healing. Josh Berry has the number 9 team covered.
Well, in honor of Doug's St. Patrick's Day birthday, let's go green flag on that all the way. Hey, it's only going to get better than it was in Phoenix, in my opinion, and that was our great top 10 run.
Would that have been your answer 1 week ago?
I don't know. That would have been the.
That's not fair.
I know.
Yeah. This question, the writers didn't write this a week ago.
That's true. That's true. That's very good. Doug Rice?
All things in context. Yes, I think green flag. Josh Berry's going to be really well over there. I think he'll do fine. He's a talented race car driver. That's a great team. Is he going to win? I don't know. That might be a stretch, but it's surely not going to be an embarrassing situation.
Alexis Erickson.
Yeah, I say green flag. I think it's in certainly in capable hands, over there with Josh Berry and Allen and everybody taking care of that while Chase heals. I think he probably doesn't want to take his time, though, because he's probably itching to get back in the race car. But at least he knows that, that everything's in good hands. And especially with Jordan Taylor also, running COTA, I think it's covered. It's covered for the 9 car for at least the next few weeks.
All right. Question number 4. Let's go back to Doug on this one. With spring right around the corner, Kyle Busch will continue to blossom at RCR.
But spring is sprung, fall is fell, summer's here, and it's hot. Continue to blossom.
Just continue.
I think he's in full bloom already. So, yes, he'll be whatever that means. I think Kyle Busch is going to win some more races this year.
All right. What do you think, Alexis?
Yeah, again, green flag. I think we talked about it in a previous segment. His current demeanor, the way things are going for him, he's in a groove. And so, yeah, he's going to continue to blossom.
All right. And Brad.
Hey, hang on. Let me pick myself up off the floor because Doug just said Kyle Busch is going to win some more races.
I know.
I'm just saying, but I will concur. Green flag all the way on that. I think Kyle Busch is going to continue to get better and make that team better.
Point of order, Chairman. I like this Kyle Busch much better than the surly, pouting Kyle Busch that we saw the last 2 years at Gibbs.
Then the old washed up his career as done Kyle Busch?
That he should have retired 5 years ago, Kyle Busch. I mean, he was miserable there, and it showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it hurt his performance on the racetrack. We saw his numbers drop off. And now that he is at Richard Childress Racing, he's a different cat. I mean, we talked a lot about that earlier on the show.
Agree.
And this one I can see winning races. The guy that was over there struggling at the tail end of his tenure at Gibbs, not so much.
All right. That's green flag, black flag for yet another day. What's coming up, Doug Rice?
One last thing.